Assalamu alaikum dear students. In the previous class we have discussed position vector and displacement vector. Today we see what are equal vectors. Dear students, two vectors are said to be equal if they have equal magnitudes and same direction. Are said to be equal vectors if they have equal magnitudes and same direction. That means two vectors are said to be equal if they have equal magnitudes and same direction. I will draw here two vectors. For example, A figure first. Look here, dear students, the two vectors A and B, they are equal vectors. Why? Because they are having equal magnitudes and same direction. The vectors A and B shown in figure first are equal vectors. That is A is equal to B. Why? Because they are having the equal magnitude and same direction. Now dear students, these are two vectors, the angle between them is 0 degree. The angle between equal vectors is 0 degree. Now if we are given the example, if suppose two boys, the displacement of two boys running in the same direction and cover equal distance in equal interval of time, we can say they are the equal vectors. Or the two cars running in the same direction and cover equal distance in equal intervals of time, we can say the two cars are said to be the equal vectors if they are having the equal magnitudes and same direction. Now dear students, after equal vectors there is second negative vectors. Two vectors of equal magnitudes but drawn in opposite directions are said to be negative vectors. Now dear students, negative vectors, two vectors of equal magnitude but drawn in opposite direction. That means the magnitude of the two vectors is equal but they are drawn in opposite directions. So when they are drawn in opposite and having equal magnitude, they are said to be negative vectors. Here the vectors A and B shown in figure second are negative vectors. Okay, dear students, A and B, they are drawn in opposite direction having equal magnitudes, they are said to be negative vectors. And the angle between negative vectors is 180 degree, or you can say pi radians. The angle between equal vectors is 0 degree and the angle between negative vectors is 180 degree or pi radians. There is simple difference. If they are having equal magnitude and same direction, then they are said to be equal. If they are equal magnitudes but drawn in opposite, then we can say they are said to be negative vectors. And angle between equal vectors is 0 degree and the angle between the negative vectors is 180 degree or pi radians. Then after that, what are collinear vectors? Collinear vectors two vectors having equal or unequal magnitudes which either act along same line or along parallel lines in same direction. First, dear student, collinear vectors, two vectors having equal or unequal magnitude. That means either they are having equal magnitudes or unequal magnitude, and either they act along the same line or along the parallel lines in the same direction. Second one, or act along same line in opposite direction or along parallel lines in opposite direction are called collinear vectors. Look at here, students. Collinear vectors are two vectors having either equal magnitude or unequal magnitudes. They either act along the same line or along the parallel line in the same direction, or they act along the same line in opposite directions or along the parallel lines in the opposite directions are called collinear vectors. Look here, I will write here. For example, here A, they are having the equal magnitude and act along the same direction. And second, they act along the parallel lines having unequal magnitudes. Look at here, students. Collinear vectors, two vectors either having equal magnitudes or unequal magnitudes, acting along the same line or along the parallel lines in the same direction here, or acting along the same line in opposite directions. Look here, and or along the parallel lines in opposite directions. They are called collinear vectors. Figure third. Then there are two types. These are known as like vectors. They are known as unlike. Here, for example, it is figure third A. It is B. These are known as unlike collinear parallel vectors, or they are known as like or parallel vectors. Thank you.